Hello. If you have everly taken antibiotics and they are not working for you, I want you to stop whatever you're doing right now and watch this video to the end. Because in this video, I'll be telling you those wrong things that you've done that is now making your body become resistant to antibiotics. In this video, I'll be giving you 5 things that you've done wrong, or that you're even currently doing wrong, that is making your body resistant to antibiotics. Point number one is that you're taking antibiotics for the wrong reason. Okay, most of us, when we have viral infections, the first line of action we go to is to start taking antibiotics. So you discover that you're taking antibiotics for what? For the wrong reasons. And when the right thing comes, when you now start taking antibiotics, it won't work for you. Okay, that's point number one. Point number two is that we save antibiotics. Okay, you've been prescribed antibiotics for a certain condition. So after taking the antibiotics, you now save the antibiotics for a later time. When you now start having similar symptoms of like what you had before, you will now continue from where you stop. Some of us will do what? To save antibiotics. And by the time you keep doing this, your body becomes resistant to these antibiotics. And when you become sick and there is need for you to take that antibiotics, your body becomes resistant to it. What does it mean for your body to become resistant to any antibiotics? It means that this antibiotic that's supposed to work for you can no longer work for you because the germs the germ, that is the bacteria or the fungi in your body, has now developed strength to overcome the drugs you're taking. And this is not what we actually want to. So when you're taking antibiotics, you don't take antibiotics the way you want to take antibiotics. You take antibiotics the way your doctor have actually asked you to take antibiotics. One of the reasons why you are resistant, or we have a lot of people becoming resistant to antibiotics, is because a lot of us abuse antibiotics. We take them the way we want, not the way the doctor has prescribed. Okay, doctor tells you that you take this every 12 hourly, but you decide to take it whenever you remember. I actually advise people, if you are taking antibiotics, you put your phone on alarm to remind you when you're supposed to take antibiotics. So if you're supposed to take your drugs by 6 p.m. in the evening, you put on what? The notification, sorry, not the notification button. You put on your alarm to remind you that you're supposed to do what? Take your antibiotics by 6. It goes off. So some people take it irregular. Some people, the way they take it, it becomes very, very irregular. And the bacteria, the fungi, the germ in their system becomes used to these antibiotics, becomes drugs that it now starts gaining strength. And these drugs, when you're taking them, it can no longer overpower the germs that is supposed to overpower and make this person. Number 5. I actually know that you've tried out this before. So guess what point number 5 is? Most of us, we have this habit of whenever we start taking drugs and we feel like we're getting better, we stop. This is one of the reasons you may be having this resistance to antibiotics, or this is one of the reasons why you are having antibiotic resistance. This is the reason why you're taking antibiotics and it's not working for you. Your doctor prescribed a drug for you you're supposed to take for 5 days, and you took it for 2 days. Because you're feeling better, you dump the antibiotics and you're now like nothing they happen, kilo share. You move out to do whatever you want to do. That is not the right way. See, if you continue like this, like I've always said in this particular video, if you continue like this, it's going to get to a point where this antibiotic that is supposed to work for you will no longer be able to work for you, because your body would have developed a lot of strength against that drugs, and you will now, most of the time, you will now need a higher dose to be able to do what? Conquer the situation. In fact, I have someone who went for a urine culture test. When the results came out, they wrote out drugs for the person, and all the drugs that they wrote out, because they have in urine culture, we have the part where they talk about the drugs that can actually be used in managing it. So they wrote out the part for the sensitivity and they wrote out the part for the resistance. Do you know that this person was resistant to all the antibiotics. And this person came asking me, what am I going to do in this case? Okay, so we'll talk about what someone like that would actually do in a later video. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, I want you to subscribe to my channel. Go to the red button there, click on subscribe. Then for you to be able to know when I'll be posting and I'll be talking about this particular video, I want you to click on the notification button, and so that whenever any new things comes up in this channel, that we love ourselves so much. That's point number 6. We love ourselves so much, especially in this Africa, my Nigeria. We love ourselves. So a lot of people share antibiotics. Okay, so because you have antibiotics and someone is coming to tell you that he or she is predisposed to infection, you're like, I have so and so drug in my cupboard, come and take and manage with this paracetamol. You know, we share a lot of things together and we feel that drugs is also something that we share. No, because this person is having a similar signs and symptoms you had when you are having a particular sickness, doesn't mean that that same person is having the same sickness you are having, and it doesn't mean that the person is going to respond to the same drug that you use. It is actually very important that you leave doctors work for doctors, and you leave lawyers work for lawyers, and you leave nurses work for nurses. Okay, so it means that this issue of prescribing drug for your brother, or asking them to use this drug that you've used in the time past, could actually be detrimental, and that when the need arises, this drug wouldn't have effect for them. Imagine if it's an emergency situation and giving this little drug would actually save the day, but because you have abused this drug so much, and this person will not take these medications, and it will no longer work for them. So the essence of this video is actually to help us to avert this condition. Last but not the least, the truth is that if you don't get infected with bacteria, fungi, any type of germ you can think of, if you don't get infected, you won't be needing antibiotics. So we are ending this point with point number 7: maintain a good personal hygiene. So that is the key. So regular hand washing is the key, brushing your mouth, safe sex, you know, think about it. Whatever you can do, good personal hygiene is actually the key. Okay, good toileting, toilet cleaning, you know, all those things. So they are the key. So once again, I'm Honorable Victory, your kidney health coach. This is Kidney Health Class live on YouTube. So here we'll bring you information, educating, rich information on how to improve your health, on how to improve the function of your kidney. Okay, so I actually wrote a book, a book, Kidney Health Guide, so that will help you know how you can actually guide and protect your kidneys. So this book is showing on the screen. If you need a copy, I'll be dropping. It's actually an ebook, so if you need a copy, I'll be dropping a link at the description section. What you just have to do is to click on the description section. It will take you to my store in Seller, where you can actually download this ebook automatically and read. Don't forget to share this video to your friends and well wishers. Thank you.